Hi there, I'm personal stylist and style expert Noelle Cellini. In this video, I want to talk about 3 easy ways to wear belt bags. And you may be thinking, well, why belt bags, Noelle? These have actually now been around for almost 3 years, and that means that they're here to stay. So just kind of like mules, I never thought that those would really kind of be more than just a trend, or same thing like skinny pants. So this is something that it's kind of good to know how to wear it, and it's fun, and it can also be really convenient as well. Now, belt bags are not for everybody. So if you're somebody who carries your weight more in your tummy, and probably you're not already a fan of belting things, then this would not be ideal for you. But as always, there's going to be tips in this video that you can use whether you're wearing or using a belt bag or not. So the first way to wear a belt bag is with a blazer. Now, the reason I'm saying this, and there's a couple things to look for with the blazer, there's mainly 2 things and kind of an additional one that makes it a little bit easier to work with. A blazer is great because when we're belting something with a belt, or we're belting something with a belt bag, we're not making the belt do the work. A belt is purely, usually mainly, an accessory. It's not to hold up your pants. I've often said with men and with women, if you need a belt to hold up your pants, whether you're a guy or a girl, then your pants are too big. So a belt is really an accessory. So again, if this works for your body type, then this is a really fun accessory to incorporate into your wardrobe. So the first one is a blazer, and because we don't need a belt to hold up our pants, and same thing with a belt bag, it's really best if the blazer already, the first thing to look for is that it's already a fitted style. So meaning that it kind of comes in at the waist here versus something like a double-breasted style, or like a boyfriend jacket that's more square and straight down. We don't want to try to belt that with a belt or a belt bag, because then we're just going to get all this bunching and all this extra fabric. So it's best if it's already a fitted blazer. Now, the other thing is that it also will work best if the blazer is a little bit longer. Now, I really hesitate to put this out there in a video of longer, because everybody's like, well, we know how you don't want things too long. And if we've worked together and I've gone through your wardrobe, we've definitely most likely got rid of things that are too long, meaning that the length comes too far down on the thigh. And again, because we're making you look more torso than leg, and we always want to look more leg than torso. And so why this is because if this comes in and is tapered here, is structured here, and then we only have a little bit of a flare out, it can look kind of off. So it can be better if the blazer is a little bit longer. Now, this is not like Pretty Woman 90s 80s style, meaning like this blazer does not hit mid thigh. It just hits more like a little bit more than the top of the thigh. So it's a little bit longer by the time we belt it. Now, this is something, the fact that it's already fitted is the first thing to look for. And the fact that hopefully it's a little bit longer too will help balance out the fact that we are belting a blazer. So it's already fitted, and I wear it with this little belt bag. So this is kind of fun on top of this. And the third thing that will work in your favor, but it's not a necessity when you're belting a blazer and using a belt bag, is that if it is already a softer, more, kind of malleable fabric versus something that this could even, so this is the satin, this is just from Banana Republic a couple years ago. It could even be a knit blazer, maybe it doesn't have a lining, that would work for you. Or versus something that is, again, really kind of heavier, thicker fabric, something that's a little bit softer and more pliable will work for you when wearing a belt bag. So that's the first way to wear a belt bag, would be with a blazer. Now, another way would be with a skirt or a dress. I'm going to go over why these are in the same second category together. So the first one is that, again, just like the blazer, it's going to be something a little bit more fitted, so it already has that defined waist. So here is a dress, and we see it already has it already naturally comes in. It's not a dress like this one where it's kind of, it's meant to be a little bit more A-line. It's not meant to be a super fitted style. So belting this is going to be, it's going to be too much bunching. Should the fabric gather at the side? Should it gather at the back? Should it gather at the front? Where does it go? That's why we want things to already be a little bit more fitted already. The belt is just another added, it's an added accessory. It's not necessary, but it helps bring together the look and make it your own. That's what accessories do, right? So here we have a dress with, again, a more fitted waist. So I will wear this belt bag with this. So I could wear that together. I could wear the other little one as well, the first one that I showed you as well. So again, you want to kind of treat it like a belt, and it works better if it's already fitted. Now, the reason I also put skirts in this category with dresses is because skirts are actually going to, or they should, sit and hit at the body the same place this dress would. Now this dress is not en pied, meaning it's not coming right below the bust line. This dress, and where dresses hit, like a fitted dress, not like an A-line or something, or a sheath dress, same thing with this one, is our natural waist, which is the same place a skirt should hit. And that means that this is above the belly button. So that's not below the belly button. Our natural waist is above our belly button. Whether you have a defined waist or not, that is your natural waist. Whether you're long-waisted or short-waisted, that is your natural waist. It will still be, some people might have a longer torso or a shorter torso, depending if they're long or short-waisted, but it's still going to hit. The natural waist is still going to be above the belly button. So this is the #1 thing I see, and I do have another video on this. It's a little bit older, so I'm not sure how far back, how many years you have to go. But the #1 I see with skirts when I'm shopping with somebody or I'm helping them go through their wardrobe and they're trying stuff on is that they will put on a skirt. First thing they'll do, they will put it on and then pull it down at the sides so that it sits kind of more snug and squarely at their hips. What we want to do is we want it to sit at the natural waist, not pull it down so that then it's, you know, tight all across and there's no looseness up here. This means it should actually fit here where this and where dresses will hit, which is above the natural waist. So by the time this happens with skirts, we actually need to go down a size, because I can usually grab more than an inch of fabric, which means it's one size too big, one size off. So that's why skirts fall into the same category to be able to wear with belt bags that dresses do. So I could wear this one with, where's my fun yellow belt bag. So I could wear this one, this belt bag, with this skirt. So skirts work great if they already, and it doesn't matter if it's an A-line skirt, doesn't matter if it's a pencil skirt, doesn't matter if it's a straight skirt, it should all be hitting right at our natural waist. Again, it's more fitted, the same thing with a fitted blazer. So that's why skirts and dresses will work great with belt bags, because we're not wearing belt bags like low slung belts. Never been a fan of low slung belts. That's a whole nother topic, but again, it's making us look more torso than legs, and we always want to look more legs and less torso versus looking more torso and less legs, because this one shortens us, this one makes us look taller. Adds the illusion of height, which helps balance out width. And one other side note to skirts and dresses with belt bags would be something like a high-waisted pair of pants. So again, most pants we're not wearing above our belly button. Most people I know, or most women I know, are not. So we're wearing them just below our belly button, about an inch, inch and a half below our belly button. So you're not going to wear a belt bag there because it's going to be too low slung. It's going to, again, look more torso, and we always want to look more legs than torso. So a pair of high-waisted pants, I know it's hard to see with these, but these are really, really long pants, and they are high-waisted. So I will wear these again with, not with this belt bag, but with a belt bag with it. Now, the third way is actually we can wear a top with a belt bag, but most times tops are a little bit, they fall about like kind of where your pelvic bone is, so not too much longer than that, but not too much higher than that, and too much higher and it starts to, usually we start to feel uncomfortable and want to pull it down. So this is not a crop top, it's just that it's a little bit shorter, and you can actually see with this top how it's shorter in the front and a little longer in the back. And so this top is fine, I'm not pulling it down, but because it's shorter, not cropped, it's not a crop top, but because it's a little bit shorter, this works then with a belt bag. So the other day I had just like a black t-shirt and it has just some white lettering on it. And again, my jeans are not like a high-waisted. Some people can have high-waisted jeans, and that's great. That's perfect. Wear a belt bag where the waist of the jeans are. But I was wearing jeans, which are just like an inch below my belly button, with this black t-shirt with white lettering just to the farmer's market, and I threw on the black belt bag with it because the top, that t-shirt that I was wearing, was a little bit shorter, is on the shorter side. So same thing with this red top. I have worn this, and if you on my newsletter list, you've seen this. I've shared this as a whole outfit and what that looks like together. And you can always sign up for my newsletter if you would like, it's free. And I wore this together. And as you notice, the belt bag is always off to the side, right or left, it doesn't really matter, whatever. We don't want it right in the middle. And it is a little bit different than 80s. They're more shapely. They're not usually made of like nylon. They're a little more, they're more stylized this time. They have a little more flair and, again, a little more design details to them. And somebody might say, well, I've watched your matchy matchy video, or have been on your newsletter list a long time. How is this not matchy matchy? And the reason why this kind of is an exception to the rule for matchy matchy is because it helps continue the line of the leg, versus it wouldn't be bad, and again I don't like to use the word bad, to do a black belt bag with it, but the red is kind of, again, it kind of helps continue that line of the leg because it's with the top and the belt, and then we just have the jeans. So it would be fine to do it with the black, but the red works in this. But I don't do anything else red when I wear these two together. So I don't wear red jewelry, I don't wear red shoes, I don't wear anything else red, because that would again fall into the two matchy matchy. So hopefully that gives you some ideas on how to wear belt bags, whether it's the fall or moving forward, because they are really fun, they are really useful. And if you like this video and you're watching on YouTube, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as always, let me know your questions. I would love to answer them in the next video.